Police officers and first responders wear badges to let their communities know they are here to protect and serve. But it comes at a price. Samantha Horwitz and John Salerno work with police departments across the country to bring valuable recovery, insight resources, and workshops. A Badge of Honor TV brings those professionals to you so we can come together and revitalize communities through a better understanding of what's at stake and what's required for repair. So take a load off and turn up your TV. It's about to get real.
Hey, welcome to A Badge of Honor TV with John and Sam on this beautiful Mental Health Monday. We are powered by the OBBM network, and you can find us on all of your streaming platforms across the globe. Welcome, Sam. How you doing today?
Hey, doing great, John. Let's just dive right in because we have an important announcement to make, John. I'm going to let you read the details, but wherever you're joining us from, first of all, thank you for watching, and please pay attention to this important announcement, John.
Okay, we had a blue alert issued last night out of Jacksonville, Texas. Has been issued for the suspect in a Sunday shooting of a female officer and her canine. They are currently looking for 64-year-old Bobby Dennis. He's wanted for allegedly killing or causing serious injury to a law enforcement officer. He was last seen around 4:40 p.m. on Sunday near the corner of Churchill Street and Benson Street. Dennis stands about 5'9", weighing about 152 pounds. He has brown hair and brown eyes. He was last seen wearing a black jacket and black clothing. He may be still driving his gray 2012 GMC Sierra with license plate number TRW3919. That's a 2012 GMC Sierra with Texas license plate number TRW3919. If you see this truck or if you see him, please notify your local authorities. Don't try to apprehend them unless you're a law enforcement, but keep a visual of him and make sure that law enforcement knows his location or his last location.
Yes, please keep your safety in mind. Please, he is considered armed and dangerous. So let's get this guy and let's put him behind bars. Prayers to the officer and who was flighted to, I believe, Tyler, I want to say.
Yeah, they're not giving any updates. They're not giving any updates on her condition as of yet. But we'll try to keep you posted on our web pages.
Yeah, and you can go to our Facebook. So just go to facebook.com and it's A Badge of Honor. And we posted it from this morning, so you can see his physical description there as well. Switching gears onto some really good and fun news. Rowlett Fire Department, it's right here in my backyard. They competed in the Firefighter Combat Challenge. If you're not familiar with it, it is a super awesome kick-ass challenge for firefighters. They had 10 firefighters compete, so congratulations to everyone. And we like supporting our hometown heroes and with that. So keep up the great work. And we know we have a very fit fire department. Just saying.
I got to give a shout out onto the law enforcement aspect of that too. Right out of, I think he's still out of Rowlett. Steve Piper flew out to Tampa, played the bagpipes, and did another 9/11 stair climb out in Tampa. So kudos to Steve. You know, Steve's been battling a lot of illnesses, but he still makes the effort to play those bagpipes and support our law enforcement across the nation. So thank you, Steve.
That is awesome.
Piper, for doing everything you do.
Yes, thank you. And you know, talking about hometown heroes and supporting our first responders and our veterans and our soldiers. So we talk about this every single week. Our guest tonight is doing something that is completely unique. And everybody, you're going to want one for Christmas. You're going to want to gift somebody what you're going to see here shortly, because I'm going to try and
I'm getting two.
Yeah, well, I'm going to try and do a fancy screen share while we're on live tonight. So without further ado, we are going to bring Nicole Pompei. See, I was going to mess it up. Nicole Pompei Zettlemoyer. I said it really fast, so I got it right. I welcome Nicole to A Badge of Honor TV.
Welcome, Nicole.
Hi.
NPZ in the house.
NPZ.
Yes.
Perfect. Yes, there it is.
I like it. I like it. So Nicole is the founder and owner of Wreaths by Nicole P. And like I said, we're going to keep everybody in suspense. We will do a screen share. But you guys, we're going to have Nicole introduce herself. Before the show, we were talking about how we've had some guests, some guys that have served in multiple armed forces. Nicole, you are the first female that has done the same. It is an honor to have you on. You're a total badass. What you're doing to support our first responders, our troops, our veterans is totally awesome. So please take it away. Tell everybody watching and listening on their favorite podcast app all about you.
Hi. I am a New Jersey girl at heart. That's where I was born and raised. So a few choice words might come.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
But
I'm from right across the water in New York.
Just remember, we're on TV.
Yeah. No. They won't
Forget
be,
about
they
it.
won't be bad
Forget
words.
about it.
Yeah, forget about
Water,
it.
chocolate, coffee. But I went to the University of Massachusetts for my undergraduate degree. I studied music education and music performance, and I'm a bassoon player. And so 3 weeks after I graduated, I left for Marine Corps basic training and did all my training. It stunk. And then I went to the School of Music because I enlisted as a musician in the Marine Corps. And I'll put it right off the bat. Everybody thinks that everybody that joins is an E6, Washington, D.C., all that stuff. No. Those are separate. We have our own. Every service has their regional bands that go through all the training. You start as an E3, you start from the bottom, work your way up. So
I want to clarify, though. I want to clarify. You did your training in Parris Island in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Not Camp Cushy in California.
No.
Yeah. Not Camp Cushy. You did your training on the island.
Please, no hate comments on that one.
Yeah, I went through in January though, so we actually didn't get many of the sand fleas. It was just very cold. I'm like, yeah, it was oddly. I remember I was at the rifle range, like shaking, like trying to aim.
Firearms in super cold weather, not fun.
Not good. No, and of course we had to wear less clothes than the boys to prove that we were tough. And I was like, why can't we wear a coat? Give me a coat. But that was 11, almost 12 years ago. Oh my God. And went through basic training, went through the School of Music. And then I went to my duty station in New Orleans. The Marine Corps Reserve headquarters is there. So it's just a big 4-story building. I worked as active duty, but our mission was to play for all reserve units throughout the country. So we did a lot of traveling, big and small groups. But I think I went to like 30, 40 states in the 3 years that I was there,
Wow, nice.
So
nice.
A lot of traveling. We actually did a bunch of 9/11 stuff. We went to like New York City and play. Oh, that was I can't think about it because it was insane. But then while I was active duty, I was also a martial arts instructor, and so I earned my black belt through the Marine Corps Martial Arts program, and then I taught a bunch of Marines how to do martial arts. So that was fun.
How great was it to kick their ass?
Yeah. It was
again, please no hate comment.
Yeah, I was the only girl in the training of 39 people when we went up to Quantico. Yeah, very intimidating in the snow in Quantico, just getting like steamrolled by this only female instructor that was just insanely talented. Just you gotta tap slam. So yeah, I blame some of my disability on that. But then I got out. I did my 4 years. I got out and I moved to San Antonio. And I worked with a youth orchestra here for a little bit. And I was working with members of the Air Force Band. And someone was like, hey, there's an opening for bassoon. And I'd just gone through a rough breakup with the boy I left the Marines with to move to San Antonio. And so I was like, fresh start. Let's audition. If I make it, cool. I like this. The skill of the Air Force bands is better. Every service has their thing. But in terms of difficulty, I'd say the Air Force is the most difficult one to get into. So I was nervous about it, But I won the audition, which was awesome. And then in December of 2018 is when I officially enlisted. I didn't have to go through basic training. I just had to go through a week-long like Air Force for Dummies, where we were with an MTI and got our uniforms, went to finance, all that kind of stuff. And then I served in the Air Force for 4 years. In addition to being a musician, I was the deployment manager. So I deployed a team of 12 from our unit. I was also a master resiliency trainer. So I taught resiliency classes to new airmen, and I was also a victim advocate. So I worked with sexual assault survivors for a few years. So I always hate saying I enjoyed doing that stuff, but making a difference really felt powerful, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And you continue to make a difference with what you're doing now, because how long have you been out?
3 years, as long as my son has been out.
Okay, so not that long. And so you went from one armed forces to now serving in a different capacity as a business owner, but still connected in a way. And we got to take our first break. When we come back, we will talk to Nicole about how she continues her service. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay tuned.
When you choose Patriot Mobile, you're not just picking a wireless provider. You're choosing a company that shares your values. It's easy to switch, and you can keep your number, your phone, and most importantly, your values. With Patriot Mobile, you get the power of nationwide coverage on all 3 major networks. That means wherever life takes you, we've got you covered on the same reliable networks you already know and trust. And when you need us, we're here for you right here at home. Our customer service is 100% US-based because we believe that support should come from people who understand you and your values. At Patriot Mobile, you're not just another call, you're a priority. In today's world, where you spend your money matters more than ever, every dollar is a vote for the kind of future you want to build. Join the thousands of Americans making a difference with every call, every text, and every connection. Choose a company that shares your values. Choose Patriot Mobile.
Okay, so hang on one second, because John, I just exchanged emails with the amazing folks at Patriot Mobile. Okay, I've got it on the bottom of the screen now. You can switch to Patriot Mobile now, okay, and get 2 free months of service with the promo code HOLIDAY25. Now, here's the key. You're going to want to tell them that a badge of honor sent you. There's a drop down. If you go to patriotmobile.com/holiday25, just tell them a badge of honor sent you over there. Or you can call 972-PATRIOT. Use, hey, I'm calling to use promo code HOLIDAY25. A badge of honor sent me. And what that will do is it will get you 2 free months of service. So you can try out Patriot Mobile. You bring your equipment, unless you want to buy a new phone. They've got really great prices. The key here is just what you saw in that commercial. Instead of your money going to the woke big 3, and they get to do whatever they want, and we all know what they do because that's why Patriot Mobile was created. Your money goes to Patriot Mobile to make a difference in the lives of our service members, our veterans, and for organizations like ours that work with first responders everywhere. So who doesn't want 2 free months? And oh, by the way, you can get plans as low as $26. When was the last time you ever got your mobile phone bill that was $26? Okay, so try it for 2 months. Our family has been customers since 2021. I promise you will not be disappointed. patriotmobile.com/holiday25. Tell them a badge of honor sent you. And now we'll go back to the show with Nicole.
All right. Well, welcome back to A Badge of Honor TV with our veteran guest, entrepreneur guest, and badass, Nicole P. Before we broke for commercial, you were telling us about your amazing service career for 8 years, being in the United States Marine Corps, then in the Air Force. You're a talented musician. You earned your master's. You're a black belt in karate. You kicked a lot of Marines' asses all over the floor. One thing I got to say is when me and Sam interview a lot of our veterans, and everybody thinks it's all about deployment. I am so happy to hear that you grabbed onto your military service in a way to better the lives of others, and now you're still supporting them, and that is huge, because a lot of military veterans don't do it that way. They want to go deploy, they want to go to Afghanistan, they want to go, but you know what? You took it a little different route, and making such a huge difference in so many lives. So I want to thank you for that, Nicole.
Thank you.
Yeah, you bet. And everybody's seen the Marine Corps, you know, the I'll say the different armed forces bands, whether it be, you know, an unfortunate, you know, funeral, to our 4th of July celebrations and everything in between. So it's pretty amazing.
It's amazing.
And it's lots of travel. Yeah. You know, we have our live stream open, and Donna chimed in, and she was asking what were the 4-year range that you were in. She's asking
2014 to 2018 for the Marines, January, and then December of 18 to December of 22 for the Air Force.
Sweet. So there you go, Donna. Thank you for writing in the question and for sharing the episode, Donna. Really appreciate you. Okay, so we can see in the screen behind you. Everyone's like, what is all that stuff? So you have continued your service. You are an entrepreneur. You're a business owner. And you are doing something that when I first read about this, we connected on LinkedIn. I mean, my heart was warmed, because this is, you know, you think about holiday times, you think about wreaths, you think about everybody's cool Christmas decorations, and wreaths are nice, but these have some serious meaning. So Nicole, take us through what you got and what you're doing.
Yeah, so I handcraft wreaths made out of real military uniforms. So it all started, I made one for myself when I was still in the Air Force. The ABUs were switching over to OCPs, and I wanted to do something with my old uniforms. I went home on leave in July of 2020, and my mom and I kind of constructed this wreath. It's a horrible looking prototype, but it's out there. The picture's out there. I'm in a messy bun holding this wreath. And I posted it on Facebook, and some of my friends were like, oh, like you should try and sell those. And I was like, okay. I didn't have any uniforms. So at first it was just, if you have a uniform, you want to, like, I can make them. So I was doing onesies, twosies under the table. And then in December of 2020, one of my old coworkers from that orchestra had started working at the news station and was like, hey, I just saw you just made these wreaths out of these uniforms from 1947 for your friend. Can we do a highlight about it? Feel good segment, COVID, 2020, Christmas, you know? And so it was like December 14th, and we did a live stream interview, and then she sent it to a bunch of new local news affiliates throughout the country. And the next thing you know, I woke up with like 300 emails, a call from People Magazine, Fox News, CBS Morning, Late Night with David Muir, and it was just a whirlwind from there. And yeah, I had about 2,000 people on my wait list kind of overnight, and I didn't even have a website. I didn't have an EIN. I literally had a Facebook page, and that was it. And so I kind of joke, I say, thank God for COVID, because we weren't going into work. And so that helped give me a little bit more time, because I was still active duty. So yeah, I eventually got through that wait list in May of 2023. And so I'd say about in the past 5 years, I've probably made about 3,600 wreaths.
Could you handcraft these by yourself?
I do. It's just me.
It's just you. You're not farming this out anywhere. These are all personally handcrafted by Nicole.
Yes. Yeah. The only time I've used contractors is to help cut the uniforms sometimes. So when I've gotten like giant things of donations, I'll hire other military spouses, and I will, help that community. I'm a military spouse now. Still, my husband is still active duty. So, still in it, in a different capacity. So, so that's how I try to help at least that community a little bit. And so, but all the assembling, that's just been me. Yeah.
All right, I am sharing the screen. This is, let me get your email on the top. So I'll go to the gallery because you have so many, including customs. So I just clicked on the Air Force. This is the first one, but you do all branches of service and notice. Okay, so we've got This is what sets what you do apart, Nicole. For me, is you've got their uniform, a uniform in there, or the person's uniform. You've got their name tab on there. You've got buttons. So you guys look at this. Look at this. How awesome is this to have on your front door, throughout your house? Okay, that's just an example of Air Force.
Can you bring one up full? Can you bring one up full?
What's that?
Click on one and just bring it up full, so it's one wreath.
Okay, let's do this one. So can you see that? Can everybody see? Yeah. Okay. So you've got the tab, U.S. Air Force, the two tabs, the red, white, and blue. You've got, this is
Nicole, tell us about this awesome one, because the one side is the uniform. Is the other side the American flag? Or is
I do not cut American flags. That's kind of where I draw my line.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel too icky doing that.
I got you.
That's just quote cotton fabric. So I get all different, shades and patterns and stuff, and I just kind of do what I want. Yeah, the customer, if the customer sees a photo of a wreath and they're like, "Can you make one look like this?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, absolutely." But if they don't. But yeah, you can customize them with tapes, patches, ranks. If you send in your own uniform, I can just add whatever is on the uniform for free. If you want to purchase one through me, there's you don't have to send in your own uniform if you still want it Uber customized kind of thing. Yeah.
And you got Christmas balls there, right?
I do. I make ornaments too. Yeah.
They're called ornaments, John.
I call them Christmas balls.
Christmas balls.
Christmas balls.
I started doing those a few years ago. Someone was like, "Your wreaths look like these ornaments. You should make them." And I was like, okay. So I like them because it's a little lower of a price point. So if people don't have that much money to spend, but still want to honor a veteran somehow, they can kind of cover it that way. So
let's go to first responders. You're not left out here. Okay. So
no,
we got law enforcement here, and John, this one's for you, my friend.
Yeah, I was, when I was going through her website, and I just don't know if I want to part with it yet, but I do have my fire gear from 9/11, my bunker pants and my jacket. It's still got the 9/11 dust on it, the whole bit. And I was thinking, making that a memorial wreath to bring out to our service, because this is not only for Christmas. You're making a beautiful memorial wreath.
This is art.
Yeah,
this is serious artwork.
Different functions to honor our veterans and our first responders. So these are not just for decoration on your house, as they are beautiful for that. They are also beautiful memorial wreaths that could stand tall at a dedication ceremony or a memorial service for somebody or an honoring somebody. That they're beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, I've done some from bunker gear before.
Oh, there you go. Anybody. Yep.
Yeah. So here we go.
A few from the bunker gear. That one's just cotton fabric. And somebody sent me the patch and the I guess the unit number or whatever, the 106. They sent me that thing too. But yeah, I've done a few with bunker gear, which has been really cool. Like that one's bunker. Yeah. I was so excited when I got the first one to do the bunker gear with. It's like that one that says Tundle. He was one of my weightlifting buddies, and he was like, he's a firefighter still. Complete badass. And he's like, "Can you make it out of my bunker gear?" And I was like, "I've never tried, but let's do it." And I was so pumped when it was finished. Is one of my favorite ones. Yeah, that middle one that says Tundle it's so cool.
Another thing I like is that not everyone is different and unique.
Yeah.
No two are alike. And that's what makes these such great memorials or gifts, or they're just
that one's made with a wedding dress too.
I see that in the middle. Yeah,
and the white's her wedding dress, and then the husband's blues are the blues. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I was like, that one's made with a wedding dress. Yeah,
that's a lot of stripes, man. What is that? 40 years?
Yeah, that was from
a lot of years.
Hometown. Yeah, he lived in the town his whole life, very brand name in our town.
Yeah. We will look at more. We got to jump into our next commercial here, and actually, John, you and I we're drinking it right now. Our friends here at East Texas Legends Coffee, and Nicole, you know, if you're a coffee drinker, I imagine it takes so some serious focus to get this done. So I'm gonna put up the banner here and our favorite picture. So let's get started here. East Texas Legends Coffee Company, founded by Ben and Amanda Holmes, reflects their journey from Ben's Marine Corps service and law enforcement career, overcoming post-traumatic stress disorder to finding purpose in ranching. Relocating to an East Texas ranch, they identified a need for a local coffee brand. Now they're opening their first coffee shop in Lindale, Texas, rooted in faith, family, and community. Their mission: inspire purposeful conversations over coffee. Drink coffee, be legendary. Go to etxlegendscoffee.com. Use promo code BADGE for 15% off coffee and merchandise. Again, that is merch and coffee. Here's they've got awesome tumblers. Cheers. Cheers. Let's go this way. Cheers.
You know how good these tumblers are? I had this on my bike when I went out for a ride for the Pediatric Brain Tumor Foundation, and I had it in my cup holder. And I went out at like 6 o'clock in the morning. I got back, and it was around 3 o'clock in the afternoon. The coffee was still hot. The coffee was.
I know. These really tumblers
are amazing.
Yes, and in the reverse, if you like iced coffee, it keeps it cold for hours. Because I've had this cold coffee in my car. And we kind of just got cold, got chilly, not cold, chilly here in Texas. So it stays cold as well. So that's etxlegendscoffee.com, promo code BADGE for 15% off. Guys, I'm trying all the flavors. Every month they feature, Ben and Amanda feature a flavor. And first of all, you got to follow them on Instagram because they're hilarious. Right. Yeah, they post so many funny videos. Happy anniversary and happy birthday, Ben and Amanda. It was Ben's birthday. So to you guys just the other day, thank you for what you do. Amazing, amazing coffee. I love my spiced maple. Just saying, I mix that with Diablo. They're super dark roast, and that is Sam's Jam. Maybe they'll make something that's called Sam's Jam. I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe they will. But we're so appreciative of Ben and Amanda. So again, etxlegendscoffee.com, promo code BADGE for 15% off. And you can get it in 5-pound bags. They brew it, they roast it fresh, put it in the bag, boom, straight to your door. So the shipping is great. So Nicole, yay, coffee drinker. Looking at the wreaths and Christmas balls, ornaments.
You just
balls.
Are you uncomfortable saying Christmas ball?
You can actually to have that handmade ornament on your tree. Growing up, we have friends of the family, and when you have a personalized ornament, it is really something special that gets passed down year to year, and it's a legacy.
Generation to generation.
No, generation to generation.
I know we still have ornaments on our tree that, from the grandparents and so forth that are, 50, 60, 70 years old that got passed down. And this is a perfect opportunity to grab one of those Christmas ornaments. Is that better? Christmas ornaments and start doing your own tradition on your own tree.
So, Nicole, how do you get the uniforms?
So I offer an option. I'd say about 50 to 60% of my orders are people sending in their own uniforms. So I offer that service. And then I'd say the other half-ish are when I went viral, a lot of the news stations were like, if you have any old uniforms in your closet that you aren't doing anything with, send them to Nicole. And so for a long time, I had a lot of uniforms. So now it's a very small pile down here. Everything else is cut up and stored in bins and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm so grateful for the people that just kind of didn't want their uniforms anymore and wanted to just be like, use these for somebody else's wreath. Like that's always what they say.
Oh,
Or if
that's
people
really
send
nice.
extras, they'll be like, use what I have, but you can keep the rest for somebody else. And so it's really nice that people pass it forward, because I know like a lot of people just either don't have their own uniforms, or maybe they don't have enough of their own uniforms for like how they want to gift it out and stuff. So yeah, it's really nice that people have been sending stuff throughout the years. And if I ever need a uniform print, I'll just post on my Facebook, hey, looking for these. Anybody have any? And it's like overnight, I have like 3 boxes at my door. So
well, when you say uniforms, I mean, that uniform, like if I just had a NYPD shirt, right? Would you do it with just a shirt, or do you need the shirt, pants? How much material do you need to make those uniforms?
It depends. I'd say for my 3 larger sizes, if you only wanted to use your stuff, I would need like 2 pieces of a uniform. So like shirt and trousers. And so for my 3 smaller sizes, probably just 1. But I always encourage customers, like if you only have X amount to send and you want X amount of wreaths, like I'll make sure your uniform gets on all of them, and I'll just supplement with other stuff that I have.
Right.
So yeah, I don't like, and I know some customers sometimes were like, how do we know it's my uniform? And I'm like, I don't know, because I cut it up and then I stick it on the wreath. Yeah. I can give you photo evidence, but yeah, I work on one order at a time kind of thing. So there's no way I can get it mixed up. But yeah, I always make sure that.
With that being said, Sam brought up the good point that you do work pretty much by yourself, creating these wreaths. So I can, some of our viewers are probably like, man, if I put my order in now, I won't get it by Christmas, or I won't get it by,
Yeah.
You have a pretty, and I don't want to divulge everything, but you have a pretty good turnaround time from when you get the uniform to when you can ship it out, correct?
Yeah, I like to say 1 to 2 weeks just to cover my bases, but honestly, it's usually quicker.
Okay.
I will be doing some traveling this upcoming week, so I'll be gone from Wednesday to Tuesday. So can't do any work then, but otherwise, otherwise I always just encourage people to get their orders in sooner than later if they want it for Christmas, just because you never know what could happen. But yeah, I think I forget my like strict cutoff date. I want to say, I have it in an email somewhere. I want to say it's like it's the beginning of December, maybe like the 9th or 10th or 11th, something like that, where it's like strict cutoff, like your uniform has to be in by this date. And then I have, if you can kind of see, I've got like all these wreaths here, and those are my ready to ship wreaths. So on my website, I have a separate ready to ship section. So if you need a wreath in a jiffy, or you just like one of the ones I have pre-made, you can purchase those. And I think the last day to order those is like the 17th or 18th, because I just have to like, box it up and ship it out. So
that was my next question. If you had ready to, they're ready to say, we have a memorial coming up in a week or 2, and we need one of these to display these wreaths, you can just ship it out.
Yeah. I've done I just had a group reach out to me, and they were like, I have this memorial in 2 weeks. Do you have an all service wreath? And I was like, yeah, I've got one in every size. Like, you're pre-made, what do you need? So yeah, it's,
that's forward thinking, because it's, the memorials, that's a tough one to be forward thinking and thinking about, hey, I need an all service, or hey, I need to represent all, something with all first responders, all different units. Nicole, that's what sets you apart from a lot of people that go into just making stuff. It's like, no, this is the one thing that I make. And I'm not nitpicking and not putting them down, but it is, you've gone from service to service to service. And it really shows. And so wreathsbynicoleP.com is the website. Get on there, get your holiday orders in, because folks, believe it or not, it's already November 3rd.
Yeah.
So Nicole's going to start closing things out for your Christmas holidays in about 40 days, let's just say, give or take. And so you definitely want to get that in. We got to take our next quick break. When we come back, we will continue our conversation. Stay tuned, everybody. We'll be right back.
Look, when you need to respond to an aggressive situation to protect yourself, your family, or your property, understanding your firearm and legal position are critical. Officers know your skills are only as good as your commitment to training. So know what you're doing. So when you're in a vulnerable situation, we can count on your response. Whether you're a beginner or a licensed gun carrier, Carry in Texas offers basic firearms training, Texas permitless carry courses, license to carry, and basic 2A courses so you can understand the responsibilities, situational awareness, and learn the technical skill required when you carry your firearm. Go to carryintexas.com to find the right course for you. Join me, former United States Secret Service agent Samantha Horwitz, on the range for beginner basics, LTC prep, and range practice. Go to carryintexas.com today. That's carryintexas.com.
Hey, welcome back to A Badge of Honor TV with John and Sam, and MPZ in the house, Nicole P, who is the most creative woman, Marine veteran, entrepreneur. I mean, I don't even know what other titles. I'm going to give you another title because I just saw a shared post on Facebook. Donna, who I guess commented to you, shared this post on Facebook. It says, musical Marine, martial arts expert, now makes wreath for our military out of military uniforms. Julia, can you watch the first 25 minutes of this? Thinking this for Mark's family, not using the uniform. We can all creatively make something. So,
wow.
Thanks, Donna.
Yeah.
Hey,
so,
right here live on a Badge of Honor TV, helping to make a difference
yeah,
for
it's getting
people
out there.
Yeah.
Nicole, did you ever see, like, if you ever watch the news or memorial, and I'm sure you have, did you ever see one of your wreaths being placed or any?
I wish.
That's my wreath. Or
Well, you might tell me.
Yeah, nothing live. People
yet?
have sent me photos from like funerals and memorials and things, and I always try to share them as long with their permission. You know, I always loved sharing those. If you don't mind, this is like my not favorite story, but like, I made about 20 or so wreaths for Gold Star families. And those kill me. Yeah, they kill me. And I did one for a fallen deputy. And they sent me his uniforms, and that one was rough too, because it was like right after it happened. And but the one with, I usually just, they send in the uniforms. I don't see them. I ship it out. It's like it hurts, but you don't like feel it because it's not, And this one woman, she lives in San Antonio, and her son was a Marine, and he was like 23 or something. And I was pregnant with my daughter at the time. So this is like 2 years ago or so. She just turned 1. And she sent me the uniforms, and she's like, I'll pick up the wreaths when they're done. And I was like, okay. And I made her a whole bunch of small wreaths and a bunch of ornaments. And on the back of one of his khaki shirts, like how you hold your ribbons and you have a backing with your ribbons.
Yeah.
He used a piece of paper that said, "Love you, son." And it was a handwritten note from his mom on this piece of paper as the backing. When I saw that, I immediately burst into pregnancy hormones are just going crazy. And so when she came to pick him up, first she was like, "Do you want to see a picture of him?" And I was like, okay, and then I was like, "Did you know that?" And I stuck it on the back of one of the wreaths, and I was like, "Did you know that this was the backing for his thing?" And she was like, "No, I had no idea."
My gosh.
When she sent
chills.
it. Yeah,
I know. I have chills too, John.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Just 2 women standing in my driveway crying. People have no idea why. And that one, because it was just very in your, and I'm thinking, like, I have a 2-year-old son at the time. I'm pregnant with my daughter. So like the idea of like losing a child is just like so much more monumental now, And so yeah, that one kills me. But that one's like, I tell that story all the time because it's just it reminds me of why I do this,
But you're creating stuff that I can imagine a mom or a dad or a spouse opening up that box, seeing that gorgeous wreath made out of the uniform with all the little special things that you put on there. I can picture them. That healing process starts going, wow, look what I have. I got this memento. It's not just a uniform hanging in the closet getting dusty. Now it's something I can display for the family. So you're doing a lot of healing around the world, and probably your creativity is doing that.
Thank you. Yeah, it's amazing. I love when customers send me photos. A few have sent me videos, and Oh, yeah. Someone sent me a video of her opening up the wreath, and it was her husband's uniforms, and he had since passed, and she's looking at the uniform, and then she's looking at the camera, and she was like, wait, is this? And the lady was like, yeah, remember that girl we saw on TV? You know, and she just looks at it and just starts crying. And I was like, oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, it's nuts. That's what I always tell my customers. I'm like, send me pictures, send me videos, send me your veteran stories. I always say that every wreath tells a story. I'm a big believer in that. And I want to share people's stories. I just on my Facebook literally today is actually the first night it's going to post. I'm starting like a Military Monday where I'm like posting pictures of me in my uniform and telling the story behind the picture. And like, I'm really encouraging other people. Like, I want to share their stories. Like, send me a picture of you in uniform. Like, let me share your story with other people. Let's honor you. Like I don't think it should stop once your service ends, you know?
Yeah, I'm gonna go back to a screen share here, and I am going to put up some of the customs that you make. So here, you know, if you're looking for a basic,
I do other holiday ones and stuff too. If you want to, you know, go that route. Actually, that one's up for sale. That one's on my website up for sale.
That is beautiful. But you also do like, here we go.
Yeah, that was a graduation one.
Graduation. Yep. Here's 50th anniversary.
Yep. Yeah. The ones that have like actual brand names, I can't say that I sell technically, like the Cincinnati Reds one, but
I wasn't going to show that, but how about this one?
That one was made from, she was my neighbor across the street, and she worked as a nurse in some nurse corps something or another. And so that was actually her cape. They had this like fancy wool cape that she got.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, she's like 80 something years old now. So this is, you know, from like
nurses used to wear those capes.
The capes.
Yeah. So that's a cape. Yeah.
Could you make those out of scrubs? I mean, if like a nurse,
I can't see why not. Fabric is fabric, you know. But a lot of people have sent me kind of random things, and I'm like, I'll do my best. Or sometimes I have to like starch them or something. But yeah.
Okay, so you can do scrubs. Okay, awesome. That is good. So Nicole, how do people connect with you, and what's the best place to connect and kind of look and see what you're doing?
Yeah, I have my website, which you flash down there. I've got a Facebook and an Insta, everything at Wreaths by Nicole P. I'm also on LinkedIn. If you just look up Nicole Pompei Zettlemoyer. Yeah, those are all.
I have a spelling challenge for that one.
Yeah.
You can just Google like Wreath Lady on, I think on
military uniform Wreath. I think I've like stolen the domain. So on
LinkedIn, Wreath, the Wreath person.
Yeah.
So you said your husband is still active, and you got 2 little ones. So when do we have time? Because this is an in-home studio, correct?
Yes, this is my loft. You're in my loft right now. The stairs are right down there. Yeah. God bless part-time daycare. My kids go Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and so I work out, I do my appointments. It's all in that like 6 hours.
My husband's probably like, you're using my man cave for this stuff. Yeah.
He's got a little office downstairs. He's okay. Yeah. But yeah, definitely the kids definitely keep me busy. Sometimes I'm lucky my daughter just started sleeping through the night. So now I can like actually wake up a little early and not feel dead. And sometimes I'll work then, or when the kids nap on the other days and stuff. I try to find time to squeeze in as much as possible.
Cool.
Yeah.
You ever get up to the Dallas-Fort Worth area?
My brother-in-law lives up in Granbury, so I've been up there a few times, but I know that's like a little far out.
Not too far.
Yeah, but we never actually visited Dallas, like to go to Dallas.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but we were up at his house.
I was gonna just invite her on to my other show on Wednesdays. I can bring you in this way because I really want to share this on our other platform as well, and through the biker community and stuff. Because I think this is an amazing thing you do, and you can really, really help so many lives.
Thank you.
Yeah, you can put the wreaths on the motorcycles.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. That would be unique. I would need a picture of that. He's telling
Yeah,
you
well,
what.
we have a lot of veteran clubs that are going out to memorials all the time. They're placing wreaths at different cemeteries or memorial sites. So
Yeah.
I want to just get you another customer base
Thank
that
you.
that may help you out.
Yeah, I'll be here till April, and then we're moving to Travis Air Force Base in California. We are out of San Antonio.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Okay. All
Yeah.
right. So that's the life of active duty. So as you know, but you'll still be doing the wreaths wherever you land.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we wish
Might
you
take
luck
a
with that.
temporary pause, while we move. But
And when you move,
yeah,
whatever you do, like don't lose these boxes. All right.
I know.
Well, you'll be doing it in better weather. I mean, you'll be in. You can do it out on 70-degree weather. It's going to be beautiful all year long.
I know. We want to move on to base housing. So I'm like, all right, we're going to sacrifice some space. So my office might be in the garage, but at least if it's in the garage, it's not going to be so bad. Yeah.
There you go. Well, Nicole, again, from especially when you shared the Gold Star family story, it is. Again, what strikes me is like anybody can go on and decorate their house for the holidays and do special things like just go and buy a wreath. And this is completely custom using your uniform or the uniform of a loved one. And they, especially if they're not with us anymore, they get to be with the family. I believe the service, the soul comes with it. So whatever they wore, a part of them is still there. It embodies them. So to be able to gift that to a family, it's amazing. And I just, again, applaud you for what you're doing. And I hope people, everybody watching and listening, think about this as a special gift. For yourself, for your family, for a friend, and thank you so much.
One of the VFW halls, a donation for the VFW hall, one of the American Legion halls. Bring it to senior living. Bring it to one of the veterans' homes. Say in honor of all you veterans. There's so many. The applications are unlimited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's that personal touch that makes all the difference in the world. Well, Nicole, we can't thank you enough.
Yes.
We hope that you are flooded times a million, but we don't want you to run out of anything. So if you have uniforms of any kind and you want to donate those, or you want Nicole to make you one with your uniform or loved one, again, let me put up your website one more time. Go to Wreaths by Nicole P.com. Again, for everybody listening on the favorite podcast app, it's Wreaths by Nicole P.com. And get your order in, connect with her. Her email is on the top of her website. And you guys can get that next special project going and have it available for Christmas. So again, thank you, Nicole, for what you do, continuing your service with something that is so meaningful. Thank you for your family service, continued service. Praying that your husband stays safe. You have a great move. Thank you, John. You got it. Yeah.
Yeah. Just keep making people happy and healing, and man, just be that badass that you were born to be. And keep the creativity up, because this is what mentally, and keeps you mentally healthy, keeps you doing your own thing, and God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you, Nicole. We'll be in touch. Thank you so much for coming on.
I know I'm buying at least two.
Absolutely, of course.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
I love it. I just keep going back to the website. I was like, this one's really cool. Oh no, look at the detail on this one. Oh wow, look at this one. So guys, keep spreading the word. Again, thank you so much. We're coming up on the holiday time. So we got Thanksgiving, Christmas, Hanukkah, all of it. and it's going to get here fast. Okay. So we want to say thank you again to Patriot Mobile. Get your 2 free months of service. Call them 972-PATRIOT. Tell them holiday 25 is the promo code. Tell them a badge of honor sent you. Okay. And with that, we have got also a friend. His name's Mikhail, and he owns a company called Elite Research. You can connect with him on X, Elite Research. He's teamed up with a company called Forever Fierce. Love the name. How do you get better? Yep. Forever Fierce. Okay. I'm going to share this on the screen. Okay. Forever Fierce. This is a hoodie. I'm going to lean in here so it's not distracting. This is a hoodie that Forever Fierce created. And the front is for Elite Research, and on the back is our logo. All right. It's in the faded out green. And so they have teamed up, Elite Research with Forever Fierce, created hoodie. You can also get a crew neck sweatshirt. And the proceeds come back to a badge of honor. So we want to say thank you, Dukes. You're listening out there. Again, you connect with Dookie on Facebook at Elite Research. His real name is Mikhail, but he goes by Dukes and Dookie. Foreverfierce.com. God bless you. Thank you. Thank you so much for giving back to us. In turn, you're giving back to the first responders that we work with. So go on to, let me bring this up, foreverfierce.com. Okay, and you will see the hoodie, foreverfierce.com. Grab your hoodie, or they have the crew neck. And again, you're giving back to first responders and supporting PTSI awareness and suicide prevention in our first responder community. So again, foreverfierce.com. So thank you there. Let me take this down. Wherever you're watching from, please hit that like or subscribe. Hey, Instagram family. Yeah, we're doing good. We are almost there. 1,000. 1,000 is the magic number so that none of our lives ever get interrupted. So please go to, if you're watching on Instagram, just hit that follow button. If you log on to Instagram, we're a badge of honor. Just hit the follow. We'll follow you back. Really appreciate it. And that's all important donate button because, it is the holiday time. Everybody's fundraising. Everybody's in a give back mode right now. So whatever you can give for all of our events. And we do have a open workshop coming up. And by open, that means it's open to all first responders. It is not department specific. So we want to thank our partners at Garland Police Department. So if you are within 2 hours driving distance of Garland, Texas, you want to register, you can go to our website, abadgeofhonor.org. There's a pop-up on the homepage. Boom, hit the link and grab your registration ticket. And we will see you on December 5th for our wellness and resiliency workshop, because that's how you survive a career as a first responder. So you want to build that. So to all of our first responders out there, you've got prayer warriors that want to see you return safe, home safe every single night. And we continue to pray for the police officer and her canine that were shot. That blue alert's still out. So we want to catch that guy. So look on our website. So, eyes open when you're out. Yep. And again, thank you so much to Nicole. Go on her website, wreathsbynicoleP.com, get a wreath. And, for all of our veterans out there, thank you for fighting the good fight, because we get to do a show like this every single week. To all of our active duty personnel spread out across the globe, thank you for your sacrifice. Thank you for your service. Thank you for keeping our shores safe here at home. John, take us home.
I'm just going to reiterate that blue alert. If you spot Dennis is believed to be driving a gray 2012.
What's his name? John, what's the name?
His name is Dennis Hold on. Bobby Dennis. He's a 64-year-old man. He's wanted in connection with the shooting of the officer and the canine. He is driving a 2012 GMC Sierra bearing the license plate number TRW 3919. TRW 3919. If you see him, he is armed and dangerous. Call 911 or contact the Jackson Police Department directly at 903-586-2546. Do not try to apprehend him as he is armed and dangerous. Just make that notification. And it did say that the officer was in stable condition.
Okay.
So
continued prayers.
Continued prayers.
Continued prayers.
Until next week, have a happy and healthy Mental Health Monday. Peace.
We'll see you next week, everybody. Take care.
A Badge of Honor podcast is produced for the OBBM Network podcast and protected under copyright law. For content permissions, please submit your request to abadgeofhonor.com on the content page. For OBBM Network programming information, please call 214-714-0495 today.